You had a man by the name of Christopher Gattis on Thanksgiving killed his wife and two other family members.
It's unbelievable. It's so quiet here.
A welcome sign hangs on the Chester home Friday that hours earlier
They just shot 3 people.
was the scene of a Thanksgiving triple homicide.
My wife heard some strange noise. She was like, "What is that noise?" And then it was a gunshot pow.
Mike Brown stepped outside his home to find his friend and neighbor in police custody.
I walked over into the neighbor's yard, and it was like, is that 2 bodies laying on the ground? Because they had him on the ground, and he was, right there beside the guy I guess he had shot.
One male subject on the ground. He's got 2 gunshots to the stomach.
Police found 36-year-old Andrew Butthorn.
We have 2 females down in the kitchen. Copy, 2 inside, no pulse.
Butthorn's 30-year-old girlfriend Candace Kuntz and her mother Jeanette Gattis shot and killed at the home they all shared.
Got a Chris Gattis on scene. He's requesting PD.
With Jeanette's husband, Christopher Gattis, who turned himself in and is charged with their murders. The deacon here at Grace Lutheran Church confirms that Gattis was a full-time youth pastor here. He describes him as an excellent man and says he's in disbelief. As are neighbors in this quiet Ashley Forest community who say that's not the Chris they knew.
Never seen that in him, he's always gentle.
So this murderer was a youth pastor at a Lutheran church. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually people who's supposed to be going to church and maybe close with God, you didn't pick up anything that was off about this guy. You didn't have any vexation in your spirit when you would talk to him. How did you let him be the youth pastor, and yet he turns around on Thanksgiving and kill up his family? Now, the police, they stated they found Andrew Butthorn's 30-year-old girlfriend, Candace Kuntz, and her mother, Jeanette Gattis, shot and killed at the home they all shared. Now, the husband, Christopher Gattis, turned himself in and is charged with their murders. Now, the deacon at the church said he thought he was a great guy and he's just in disbelief. He didn't think that guy would ever do something like that. Now, the man is charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts, and 3 counts of use of a firearm and commission of a felony. So there are people that's going wild and crazy all over America. Just kill up his whole family. And for what? Well, you're going to say he's mentally ill. That's why he did it. I mean, there's no excuse for this. It is beyond sad that people are just killing up their whole family, but yet we don't talk about these particular stories because it's not put certain people in a good light. The thing is, you had 3 people that lost their life for nothing, just because this idiot want to snap, get into his demonic self, obviously, because what kind of youth pastor was he? Like, he's cracking open the Bible, supposedly teaching young kids, and yet he didn't understand nothing out of that Bible. He sure didn't take it in, obviously, because he surely wouldn't have killed his family at all. Now, you have people all over their family that's heartbroken, couldn't believe it, that this guy would just do something like this. But trust me, he was a ticking time bomb way before it got to this point. He just didn't snap from one day to the next. And when you see people that have some signs, or you don't feel easy about certain people, don't dismiss that. And this is something I learned in my life. Anytime I feel uneasy about people, anytime I'm thinking something's not right with a situation, I trust it, because every time I've trusted, it kept me out of trouble or it helped me avoid a situation. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. Share the story on your social media page. Like the commentary, subscribe, and make sure to join the notification squad to know when we post new news stories or live streams.